Hi, Taurus. This is your destiny of truth for February of 2021. Now, Taurus, on the 1st, we have the Sun in the 10th house squaring Mars in Taurus in your first house. And where are your actions getting in the way of your own power? Where are you letting someone else take your power and lead you? Your actions that you're taking right now are what's getting in your way. And I get it, Taurus. You want to feel stable, you want to feel secure, but there's something that you're doing that is getting in the way of your own power. It's your own actions. And, with it being, are you being too selfless? So you're going to have to look at that. Now, on the 1st, we have I mean, losing it. We have Venus in Aquarius in your 10th house. So for about the next month, you're going to be looking at your own power and the way I'm pretty sure that you give your power away when you love something, or are you being too aloof in love? That could be something else that you need to look at. Are you, my way, or, is the only way it's going to be? Well, if that's the case, you are going to be very alone. Um, then on the 5th or 6th, depending on the coast you are on, you have got Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 10th house. And Saturn restricts what he touches. And he's restricting your money, okay? Or it could be he's restricting your love of power, but it's something that you love, okay? He's restricting it from you. Is it, are you having to be alone because, your power's being restricted and you can't do what you want to do? Or is your love life being restricted because you're thinking of yourself more than others? You're going to be looking at this because Saturn says you're going to do it my way, or, I'm going to cause you pain. Okay? So you're going to have to look at how Saturn is restricting you. Are you alone because and aloof because you don't want to put yourself out there? Well, Saturn's, like I said, he is going to restrict you. Now, on the 6th, we have Venus in the 10th in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus in the 1st. Now, again, you love power, but you're alone and, or being altrusive, okay, in your power. That's a good way to use it because Uranus and Taurus says that changes have to come in the stability that you have, in the way that you use your finances, in the way that you are at the deepest level. There has to be a change there because you've got to do what's more altrusive for everybody and not just yourself. You've got to put yourself out there and be more loving, okay? Because let's face it, Taurus, you're what we call overcautious, okay? And I get it. You've been hurt. but that change has to come in order for you to bring your own power into effect. You've got to be more giving, more caring, more altruive. And I get it. You got to look at those goals and aspirations in order to do this. Now, on the 8th, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury retrograde in Aquarius in your 10th house. So, you're doing a lot of thinking about how you use your power, and and let's face it, with Mercury being retrograde, you're confused. You don't know which way to go for self, to bring back self power, to bring back, how to shine. Okay. You could be very depressed at this time. And, Taurus, don't let it depress you. Move forward, figure out a new plan, but don't implement it unless you're going back to something from the past. Now, on the 10th, we have Mercury in retrograde, and that is in Aquarius in your 10th house, squaring Mars in Taurus in your first house. Now, again, you're thinking with it being retrograde, and Mercury is our thoughts, okay? You're keeping those thoughts to yourself with it being in Aquarius, but you're looking at issues that you're known for, your power, your control issues. You're looking at all of this and looking at how your actions have gotten in the way of you being stable, of you having your feet on the ground and building a good foundation. Then on the 11th, we've got Venus conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in your 10th house. And this is a good thing. You are loving the way that you're expanding yourself in order to have that power. With it being Aquarius, it could have to do with your friendships, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, the groups you belong to. You are expanding here. You're going to be doing expanding your money or expanding love in a way that makes you feel powerful on this day. Then on the 13th or the 12th, okay, let's put that in there too. We have Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aquarius in your 10th house. Well, you're thinking about what you've done regarding love and money, and how this has made you feel powerful or unpowerful. Okay? And if it's made you feel powerful, great. If it's taken away your power and left you feeling alone, you're going to be looking at why. Because, again, Mercury is retrograde and it's in your 10th house, and that's your powerhouse. That's what other people know you for. You're looking at how it is either taking away from who you really are or how it adds value to your life. Then on the 13th, we have Taurus and Mars in our first house, sextiling Neptune and Pisces in our 11th. And with it being a sextile, you can use this energy or you can let it pass you by and nothing will ever change. But if you implement the actions that you want to take with yourself, you are going to find out that the groups and the dreams and the aspirations that you have had were just built on illusions. Okay? That you need to look at it from a more spiritual standpoint, and connect, truly connect with the people that are around you. Because if you don't, you're not being authentic to you. Now, because Taurus, in the end, you are the only one that can make yourself stable. You are the only one that can bring clarity to your own life. Nobody else can support you. Nobody else can bring that clarity to you. You have to do it. Now, on the 14th, we've got Mercury retrograde conjunct Jupiter in your 10th house of Aquarius. And again, you are thinking about or talking about control issues, power issues that have you feeling alone or have you giving of yourself, okay, to make you feel more powerful. That depends on what's going on in your life because, let's face it, if things are positive in your life, then Jupiter's going to expand it in a positive way. But if things aren't so positive in your life, then Jupiter is going to expand on that too. So you're going to have to look at that. Now, on the 17th, we have Saturn in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus in the first. And Taurus, you want to make changes, okay? You want to make changes for yourself. But your own power is restricting you. Whether it's a lack of finances, a lack of self-esteem, a lack of how, other people feel about you. Okay, you are being held back from the changes that you want to make that would make you feel stable and secure. You're just being held back. And believe me, Saturn's no fun, but he's wise, so he's restricting you for a reason. Now, on the 18th, we have the Sun moving in Pisces in your 10th house. And you're going to be more emotional, Taurus. You are taking back your power. And even if that means you're going to get a little emotional, okay? And also, you're going to be using that psychic side of you because let's face it, it's been waking up, okay? And, your power pretty much lays in that. You have been able to see things and they're coming clearer and it's like, wow, okay, but you've been cautious. Now, some Tauruses live in it, okay, but then others, again, being the Taurus that they are, have been more cautious about sharing this. Now, on the 19th, we have Venus, okay, in Aquarius, and did I say, let's back up to the 18th. I totally lost it. I said that was your 10th house with it being in the Sun in Pisces. Okay, that is your 11th house. You are going to be more emotional within your friendships. You're going to be more emotional about the groups you belong to, your drives, your motivations within those groups, your aspirations, your friendships, but you are definitely going to be more emotional. Now on the 19th, we have Venus in Aquarius in the 10th house, and that is squaring Taurus, Mars in Taurus in your first house. And where are you getting in your own way of your own power and the things that you love? You're going to have to look at this, Taurus. You know, you say you want love, but are you letting control get in your way? Are you not sharing how you truly feel? It's your actions that have created the situation that you're finding yourself in. How are you using those actions? This is something you're looking at, because on the 20th, Mercury goes direct in Aquarius in your 10th house. And you're going to get more clear about the direction that you want to go to use your power. You're going to be more clear about your thoughts, okay, and how you talk to others. They're going to understand you more, to where you don't feel like they're trying to take your power away from you. Now, on the 24th, we have Mars in Taurus in the first house, trining Pluto and Capricorn in the ninth house. Now, Mars and Taurus in the first house is a good thing on this day. The actions that you're taking for yourself, okay, are going to transform your philosophies, media, broadcasting, um, trying to think, your education, okay? But there's some type of action that you're changing, that you're taking, that's, just easy, and it's going to help you move forward in your philosophies, in broadcasting, in media, in your higher education. And then on the 25th, we have Venus in Pisces in your 11th house. And you're going to be more emotional and more loving with your friendships. You're going to love your goals that you're working on. You're going to love the direction that you're dealing with in your aspirations. So, all I can say is, Taurus, just keep doing you and owning your authentic power without being on a control trip. Now, I am using the Work Your Light Oracle cards for the month of February, because I started these videos on the full moon, in Leo, and we know the sun is all about lighting ourselves up. So, let's see what they have to say for you. Okay, you have got Minnetonkan, okay, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. You don't feel like you belong, okay, if you're working in a lower vibration. But if you are working in a higher vibration, you love what you're doing. You feel like you're very much, at home in what you're doing. And your power, your true power, Taurus, is going to come from doing what you love, doing what is authentically you and that comes from your heart. Um, then because I have found out through a lot of work on my own self that Saturn isn't going to restrict us if we've done the work that he's called us to do. But he will restrict us if we haven't done that work because Saturn is like that crotchety old grandfather that says you're going to do it my way and that's just the way it's going to be. Now, if you are living in a higher vibration and you are doing what he is calling you to do, then you're not being held back. He's going to allow you to move forward. But if you're not living in that higher vibration, and you're living in that vibration of material wealth only, I've got to be stable, no matter what I'm doing, then you are going to be restricted because he wants you to change. He's calling you to change. He's calling on your actions to change because he wants you to be authentic in your power. You are able to shine your light, okay? You are a leader, a natural born leader. But how are you leading? Okay? This is the question. You have to get over your fear of being so secure in your material wealth and in your finances that you're not leading in the right way. Okay? You have to lead in a way that is going to make you feel secure and like you're living in your true power. So, Taurus, all I can say is this month, go be that original light worker that you know that you are and live in your light and leave behind the fears that are keeping you imprisoned, okay? Because you don't want to let go because you feel that this makes you stable. But how stable does it really make you? Is it built on an illusion or is it built on a firm foundation? Because you're finding out that right now. Well, Taurus, I love you and I will see you next month in March. Have a blessed month, Taurus. Bye-bye.